What is up, guys? It's me, Flipper, and in today's video we are going to be talking about every single Off-White Jordan and every single Off-White Air Force One specifically, in the Off-White collection, I guess. I was going to do a video on the top 10, or the 10, my bad, the 10 Off-Whites. And if you don't know what that is, whenever the Off-White Nike collab first became a thing, they had 10 pairs originally. That consisted of like the Off-White Chicago, Jordan 1. I think there was some Air Forces, there was Blazers, there was like a bunch of different other shoes. They had, I think, some Air Max 97s, which I would love to talk about those in the future, because I love Air Max 97s. Those are my favorite Air Max. But yeah, maybe one day I'll do a video that's mainly just for me. I mean, you can watch it if you want to, but mainly just for my enjoyment. I'm gonna just rank every single Air Max 97. Speaking of, while I'm doing this, I'm going to be screenshotting every single shoe, because I'm going to make a tier list, because for some reason they don't already have pre-made tier lists of all that, which is strange, because you'd think they'd want to have tier lists of like Off-White Jordans and Off-White Air Forces and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That just seems normal. But anyways, without further ado, that sounded so gay. Anyways, let's get into this. The Off-White UNC Jordan 1. Now, I think this is like the most popular one. As you guys probably know, I have the UNC Reimagined. So, I mean, it's just like, all of the Off-White Jordan 1s are the same. They're just different colorways, which makes sense. I feel like they went for a little bit more variety with the Air Forces. But all of the Off-White Jordan 1s are the same model, and I'm not complaining about that. And I feel like the orange really does contrast well with the powder blue, or I guess university blue. Which, in case you didn't know, those are different. Those are two different colors. Because if you look at the, what's it called? The University Blue Jordan 4s compared to like these, or the original University whatever Jordan 1s, it's a completely different color. Now you know, these are powder blue, and I guess those are University Blue. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, and the original UNC Jordan 1s from 1985 were powder blue. These are nice. These are nice. I mean, it's a little too chaotic, but Off-Whites are supposed to be like that. As you can see on the the inner side, it says Off-White for Nike Air Force One, or Air Jordan 1, my bad, Beaverton, Oregon, USA, C 1985. I mean, it's a clean shoe. This might be my favorite out of the Off-White collection, honestly. 1,390 is what they're reselling for in my size. All of these should be in my size. Alright, I guess this isn't going in any like specific order. It's just kind of randomly going, I guess. We're not going to talk about any of these because those aren't Jordans, but we're just talking about the Jordans and then the, if it would open, the Air Forces. Anyways, next we got the Jordan 5 Off-White Sail. Now, these are definitely one of my favorite in the entire collection because I just love Jordan 5s. They're like probably my favorite, if not one of my favorite Jordan models. It's either the Jordan 5 or Jordan 12, honestly. I like how they made it like the pre-aged outsole. That's something. That's different. I mean, I personally don't think it looks good because obviously it's pre-aging, but I feel like it works with this colorway. And I like how they have those, I guess, see-through air bubble things. Not really air bubbles, I don't know. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like how it has like an oxidized lace lock. And then that air bubble lets you see it where it says white Red Jordan. Sorry guys, I was talking to my sister. Anyways, here we are. I don't know where I was talking about this. I mean, they're cool. They're Jordan 5s, but with a bunch of extra details. The aged outsole, all that. I like how it adds the 23, which was only on one of the OG pairs, I think. I can't remember which one it was. But, yeah. Probably going to be one of my favorites in this collection. Alright, next we have the... It just messed that up. But anyways, next we have the Off-White Muslim Jordan 5s. And I like how they like made it rougher cut lines and stuff. That's pretty neat. I like that. Definitely not a shoe that you want to wear outside. Or like, well, you can wear it outside. I meant like, definitely not a shoe that you want to wear it in the rain or anything like that. Any sort of weather. And if you're wearing this, what I would recommend is I would recommend having like a spare pair of shoes. Because same with like, here they are. Same with like these. These are like a very delicate material. So anytime that I wear these, I'm gonna want to bring like these with me or something. Like just throw these in my backpack or something. Just in case that there's any sort of bad weather. You know, just to be safe. Anyways, yeah. It's just a gray version of the other one, but with like a different material, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, I'm trying to get this video, like, I don't want to say I'm rushing it. I'm just like trying to do it in an efficient manner. Because I'm gonna have to do a tier list at the end of this too, and all of that. Next we got the Air Jordan 1 High Off-White Chicago. Probably my favorite out of the two main Off-Whites. Probably my favorite out of all of the Off-White Jordan 1s. I don't know. I think I like these more, and I would wear them a lot more anyway because I wear a lot of red, and I don't wear a lot of this color, the powder blue. I don't wear a lot of that. $3,000 though is crazy. I can see why more people have these than they have those. So yeah. Alright, next we have, hopefully something good, the Off-White Euro. I think this one, no, I think it was the Alaskas that are coming out soon. Were they called the Alaskas? I'm not sure. I think they were called Alaska Jordan 1s. I didn't even know they made GS pairs of the Off-Whites. Anyways, does it not have a logo? Or is it just white and you can't see it? I don't see a logo on there. That's strange. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any sort of... Well, yeah, it does look like it's like imprinted in there, but it's not really a different color, so you can't really see it. Aren't these ones based off of the neutral grays? Or am I wrong? I'm probably wrong, but I thought these ones were based off of the neutral grays. Yeah, I'm probably wrong about that. But, probably definitely the most wearable out of the 3 colorways. Out of the 3 that we have so far. Definitely the most wearable, because you can pretty much throw this on with anything, and I feel like you could get away with it. Like, I would just wear this with, like, black jeans and a white t-shirt, and I feel like that's a good outfit for it. Maybe throw on a black hoodie, too. That's just things that I have, though, so I guess it would go better with, like, a white hoodie. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not skilled in the fashion world, even though I literally make videos about shoes. Okay, so now we got 4, 7, we got 7 more. I guess 6 more, because this one doesn't really matter. It's the same thing, I assume, at least. It's the same thing as this. Same picture, at least. Okay, next we got the Off-White Black and Blue Jordan 2. I'm not the biggest fan of Jordan 2s. They're not as bad as a lot of people like to say. And I definitely like the Michael Jordan signature. I feel like this is the shoe that revived the Jordan 2. Not specifically this one, but the red and white version. I mean, it's like a Royal Jordan 2, basically, but with all the off-white details from the other shoe. It goes for $320, which is actually cheap for an off-white shoe. So, at least an off-white Jordan. That's pretty cheap. Not necessarily cheap, but it's cheap for what it is. But yeah, those are nice. Next we're going to definitely the better one out of the 2. The Fire Red, or I guess Chicago, whatever you want to call it, Jordan 2 Off-White. I like how there's like foam sticking out of the sides, and then looks like that's a little bit different about the differences that I was saying. Looks like this part here is like cut off, or it's actually outside instead of folded in right here. Am I just seeing things? I think I might be seeing things. That's nice. Anyways. Wait, I should have probably done a 360 on that. Is it worth me going back? Probably not. The White Canary Yellow. This is the first StockX picture where I seen the laces actually tied. I feel like I've seen something similar to this that wasn't actually an off-white shoe. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Should be a way to just pause your recording, right? That would make sense. Okay, Off-White Canary Jordan 1 knockoff. Although it's not really, it can't really be a knockoff because I saw it at a Nike outlet. I'm not seeing it. It's just showing the actual Off-White Canary. It's like someone made a low-top version. That's pretty neat. Someone made a taxi Off-White, which is kind of dumb. I don't really like the taxis. They're overrated. Alright, I'm just gonna say it. The taxi Jordan 1s, they're overrated. Anyways. Very clean shoe. I feel like if you have yellow in your collection, or I say collection, I mean like in your wardrobe, I guess. It's a more sophisticated way to say it. If you have yellow that you wear a lot, I feel like this would be a good, like something to wear it with. Oh. Not sure what these usually go for. Because in my size, oh, all of them are bids, so you can't really see what they go for. What if I were to bid 2 cents? You think they're gonna accept that? That's fair. I'm gonna see what these look like with the orange laces. Orange laces. Seems like people usually go with the white laces. They got some like fake off-white laces. The orange ones that say shoelaces at the bottom. That's kind of cool, I guess. I gotta see what these look like with orange laces. How come nobody's doing that? I mean, it's a yellow shoe. It's gotta go good with orange. Anyways, yeah, these are nice. These are nice. These are probably one of my favorites. I like the yellow that they decided to use. Okay. Okay, so now we're down here. We got another university look. I'm curious. I'm just looking at this because yes, it does look like it is a sample pair. $5,000. Sheesh. Fun fact, craziest thing, I seen someone who literally had the off-white UNCs the other day. Here they are, the Alaskas. Doesn't look like it's showing a picture. Which I guess makes sense because they haven't came out yet. Oh, I've been forgetting to freaking screenshot these. Alright, speed this up. I'm done. Now we're on to the forces, Air Forces, and looks like there's only 1 page of them, which is better than I expected. I was expecting there to be like 3 full pages, if not more, but I guess not. Okay, so first of all, we got the Pine Green. These are in like the mid-top Air Force colorway. Or color model, I guess. Not colorway, model. Not a big fan of mid or high Air Forces. I usually would just get the low top Air Forces. Oh my god, stop. Yeah, I usually just get the low top. But these definitely don't look bad. And I feel like the mid-top Forces are underrated. They're literally going for, I think that's below retail. Yeah, it's below retail. That is crazy for an off-white shoe. It's not a Jordan or anything, but it's an off-white still. Although, I can imagine it'd be difficult to walk on those with those spikes at the bottom. But I like the design, for sure. I like the wavy midsole. It's nice, it's nice. Okay, next we got the Varsity Maze, I guess is what that says. And I know these were like sitting in Nike outlets for a while, which is really cool. Which is also insane. But I mean, guess it makes sense. These aren't the best. Yeah, these aren't the best for sure. I'm not a big fan of yellow. I did like it on the Jordan ones though. Okay, next we got the white and black. Or black and white, I guess. No, it's just black. So it's like a mid-top off-white version of the all-black Air Force. Now let me just say, people already aren't going to be scared of you for wearing the black Air Force nowadays. But even back then, when it was intimidating, you're not going to get any people scared of you for wearing this. You're going to get laughed at, most likely. Because, I mean, these are not tough, at all. I like the plastic, looks like Nike logo. I think that's plastic. But I mean, they went too far with all that color stuff at the bottom. It just doesn't look as good. Now you got the double white, which I like these better. I like the gray hits, and the color isn't too bad. I mean, honestly, I think it works with this. With the pink and blue or purple or whatever that color is. I think it works, personally. These are nice. These are nice. These are my favorite so far. Okay, next we got, we're starting into the low top territory. So we got 4, 8, 16. That doesn't sound right. I don't know. Let's just get into this. White Volt. Nope, that's off-white Volt. I'm so slow. The Volt one. Anyways. I'm not a big fan of that green. Not a big fan at all. They're alright. You seem like a grade school release, though. You seem like something that you would wear if you were wearing grade school sizes. Okay, now we got a good one. The black and white. I said that right. For once. I said it right. the black and white. They're my favorite so far. Out of the Air Forces, these are my favorite. I like the big Nike logo. That's really nice. I don't have a pair of Air Forces to where I could compare it. Closest thing I have to compare is these low top Jordan 1s, which I'm planning on getting some triple white Air Forces. I mean, let me know if I should get a different pair, and that's not the triple white. But for now, I think the triple white is the way to go. Now we got University Gold. $1,000. If this is $1,000, I can't imagine what the UNC ones are gonna get. Probably at least double that. This is the more like, you think of off-white Air Forces, you think of this model. And it's a basically all yellow shoe. And again, not a big fan of yellow. But they're nice. They're nice. I would wear them for sure. Air Force One mid off-white sheed. I don't know. I like the patent leather. It looks like there's patent leather on there. I like that. Even if it's not patent leather, I still like that. Yeah, they're nice. I would wear those over all the other ones of that model. Okay, now we're getting into the more common territory. The off-whites that you see more often. And also that you see more fake. We got the off-white Brooklyn. These are my favorite so far. These are my favorite. The next one is gonna change that for sure. But these are my favorite right now. I like how you can see like the stitch lines. It looks like from where the logo should be. That's nice. Okay, now we get into the MCA University Blue. I like the red hits. That's nice. I would prefer orange over red, but it's still nice. I mean, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you can clearly tell that the University Blue is much different from powder blue. That would match a actual UNC jersey. This would not. This would not at all. But they smell good. But it would definitely not match that. Graffiti white. Jordan 1 mid. Or not Jordan 1 mid, Air Force 1 mid. I like how it says off-white, that's nice. And I like how the logo is pretty much gone, but you can see like the stitching. That's pretty cool. Yeah, not much else to say. These are probably one of my least favorites so far, but I like them still. I still like them. Grim Reaper. Oh, it's literally the Grim Reaper. These also look like a grade school shoe, though. Like, these should only be in grade school sizes. Am I wrong about that? Is that just my opinion? Because these look like grade school shoes. Next we got just Air Force One low off-white. That's all it says. Definitely a cool shoe. Definitely a cool shoe. But it's just like, these look like, have you ever seen those mid-top Jordan 1s that look like they are meant to be off-whites, but they don't actually look like off-whites? That's kind of what this is reminding me of. Okay, we got 3 more. Wait, what's the difference here? I guess we got 2 more. Wait, socks? Wait, this is without socks. What does the one with socks look like? And why do the socks cost $10,000? Does it mean it literally just comes with socks? Or am I just reading that wrong? I am so confused. I am so confused. I mean, it's basically a full black Air Force with that classic off-white Air Force model. But I am still so confused. What does it mean without socks? Next we got the off-white Complex Con. Same model, but all white. How much did those go for? Last sale was $2,000, $3,000. That is insane. Now, I'm thinking, alright, I'm thinking about something. This video is already 30 minutes. I could make this an hour-long video and go through all of the dumps, too. I don't know if I should, though. Is that a good idea, chat? Oh wait, there's no chat, because this isn't a live stream. I stopped doing that. I stopped making live streams into videos. Should I do that? I don't know. Let's see. How many dunks are there? I'm just gonna type dunks and then go through all the filters. Obviously the pandas show up first. Obviously sneakers, gender, men, brands, off-white. But how do I like change it to just off-white or dunks? Because it's showing other stuff here. Men's size 10. The first 3 are dunks, but then some of them aren't. But then it does show the rest of them are dunks. These are way too many dunks for me to talk about. I didn't even know they made this many off-white dunks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to save that for a future video, for sure. But get this video 1 like, and I will do it. 1 like, and my next video will be every single dunk. Alright? Anyways, next we go to Air Forces. 23 images. Exactly. How perfect is that? Anyways, so starting with the off-white UNCs, S tier. These, S tier. S tier. This whole thing is going to be S tier, isn't it? S tier. S tier. B tier. Above that, but B tier. S tier. B tier. D tier. D tier. B tier. D tier. A tier. A tier. C tier. A tier. A tier. C tier. C tier. A tier. S tier. S tier. Okay. Now let's organize this. I feel like that's pretty good. That's good. Yeah. Put those above that probably. Yep, that looks good. UNC is first. Then the green ones, then the yellow ones, then black ones, then white. Chicago's first. UNC is next. That. Yeah. That's pretty good. Alright, there we go. There's our tier list. This is gonna take me a long time to edit. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next one. Bye.